Thank you for watching our video. This show is sponsored by DreamStream. DreamStream is a unique platform where creators can monetize their video content. All creators rely on support from people like you. Join us on the DreamStream platform to support your favorite creator and view the episode without any adverts. Follow the link in the description for a how-to guide. DreamStream, a place where you can create yourself.
Hello and welcome to the DreamStream platform. I'm Kgoroeadira and I'm super excited for today's show. Today I'm joined by an amazing woman who has through her journey become such an inspiration. I mean, she had a dream of helping women of color in terms of being transformed, not only externally but internally as well. And I'm talking about Boitumelo Buthelezi. Now, before we go into it, quick icebreaker. Tell me how you're feeling in one word.
Excited.
Excited. Great stuff. During the week, she had sent me a message saying, okay, when I come, what should I come wearing? Kare, it doesn't matter, girl, as long as you're comfortable, but ube mhle sana. And today I know. You came and you showed up, honey.
Oh, man, thank you. Finally, it's happening.
Finally
it's happening. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. Super excited, like I said. So, in my introduction, I really wanted to just mention your upbringing and where you're from before, the beautiful, gorgeous lady that we're seeing today. But I'm always thinking, Hore, it's so much better for the source to say what their story is about because there's intricate elements that I wouldn't want to leave out. So tell me a bit about yourself, your humble beginnings, where you're from, school, and all of that.
So I was born in the township of Orange FM in the early 90s. And at the age of 5, apparently, I set my parents down and I told them that I'm going to be very big. And this area is not for me. I needed to move, and I moved to Soweto to my grandmother.
Okay.
And I started school at Kwezi Primary. Then I left and I went to Eastgate Primary. And basically that was my upbringing. I was raised in Soweto, the streets of Soweto. I played Go Soweto. But funny enough, I've always known that there was something different about me. I've always known that I was going to be great.
And what was that thing, though? What was that thing within you that said you are going to be something different?
I can't tell, but I was always different. I was always intrigued about feet, how you looked, how you were dressed, how you are put together. It's always something for me that stood out. So whether you were an auntie coming, I'd always look at you and be like, but you could fix it a bit.
Yeah.
So I've always known that I was going to be in the styling or wellness industry because I was just always intrigued by how people looked and their wellness. It's just something that always stood out for me, even as a little girl.
So you then studied somatology, right? Was that something you had planned out to do? Because sometimes we go to school and we later, years down the line, are like, okay, no, this is not something I want to do. I'm more passionate about this. Was it something you've always wanted to do?
I've always known that I wanted to be in the beauty space. It's just that I didn't understand how and what it means. But I also knew that I never wanted to be that girl that does nails. Nothing wrong with that. But I've just always known that I wanted to something in depth. So even after studying somatology, I was introduced to the medical aesthetics. That I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So while studying, I was always excited about skin.
Yeah.
That thing for me was just like, can we go deeper? It was just something that always spoke to me of how the skin functions, how when your skin is looking good, you feel good. And also because I grew up with acne, I think for me that was one of the sore parts of saying, it can't be that this is going to be my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me nervous because I feel like when you met me, the first thing you looked at was skin.
I do that.
You'll be analyzing a person saying, no, you know what, your skin could use with some moisture, or
I think it just happens.
Yeah.
Think of how an accountant would always think numbers when they see you, or somebody that is in marketing or branding, when they see you, they think, oh, you know. So for me, skin, yes, but as I grow older, I look at your hands. That's the first thing I look at. Like I've got a thing for hands now. It's like, are they good? Are they nourished? Are they moisturized? Oh, are the hands matching the skin?
Yeah.
So for me, it is that. But I mean, I've also, as time went on, I've learned to pull back because people go through a lot, and sometimes maybe your skin is bad because you are going through so much more, and you wouldn't want to be like, oh, but you could do this. It's very insensitive, which is something that I've also had to learn as I in my career and as I grew as an individual, that people are going through a lot. And the first thing that will always show is your skin, unfortunately.
Fast forward, Skin of Color Laboratory. Your baby.
My baby.
How did that come about?
So, shoo.
Need a photo studio? The Dreamstream Photo Studio includes a 2.7-meter PVC backdrop in black and white and is available for only 115 rands per hour. You can also rent a Canon R6 and lights. All rentals are for studio use only. Terms and conditions apply. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za.
Thank you, Ben, for coming out tonight. My name is
It's a very long story.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and put it together. So my business partner and I, I've always known that I'll have a retreat. It's just that I didn't have the details of how it's going to happen. And also I discovered that for people of color, we don't have retreats. There's nothing like that. It's like, what's that? So something that I fell in love with, like just once a year to go and go on a retreat, but also because my love and passion for skin, it was like, how do we make these two things conjoin? My business partner is a guinea pig for trying things out. So she would tell you, I went and I drank these tablets, my hormones are better. She's 41 and she looks amazing. So she would let you know that, no, this works, it doesn't work. So then Skin of Color was birthed. The laboratory parts means lab. Basically, there's just different things that come together, but in regeneration, hubbing women. So a lot of women have issues with hormones. A lot of women have issues with mental issues. A lot of women have a lot of baggage that they carry with them. And when you do their skin, as you get to know them, they just start to unpack and you realize, oh, this is what you would need. So Skin of Color, then laboratory comes in, where we have different specialists that help women on their healing journey. A transformational coach, a hormonal specialist, skin, dietary. So because all those things play part in your health.
So this is a full-on experience. Like I was saying, it's not only externally, it's also internally.
It's an internal journey. That also then when you see that, when you start eating better, once you start taking your supplements, once you see a transformational coach, you do better, you feel better, you glow. You glow.
And also, is it affordable? Because, you know, there's a lot of, and we're living in trying times, guys. We are living in trying times. Is it affordable to, you know, ensure that you're well taken care of, internally as well and externally? Or would you have to budget monthly to be able to accommodate to the fees that are within it?
Affordability is relative.
But
I mean, you would budget to it. I mean, I always believe that whatever that is important to you, you prioritize it. You can come and say, this is what I can afford, and we work around your affordability and what your major needs are at that specific time.
Now, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in coming up, and also your journey of opening up the Skin of Color Laboratory? And I'm speaking on challenges because there's a lot of, like I said, we're going through trying times. There's a lot of people that are going through challenges that would also like to, you know, find themselves in a space where they accomplish the dreams that they put out. Some just don't know how to go through those challenges. Some don't know how to deal with those challenges. So what are some of the challenges that you faced? And also, how did you deal with those challenges, making sure that you're taking care of your well-being mentally?
I think first is fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a challenge.
Yeah.
Once you step out of fear, then you realize that there is a community of people that are willing to help. And also, in practicality, is funding.
Yeah.
But also, more than the funding parts, because a lot of young people would be saying, I'm going to start when I have funding. Let funding find you on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let all that find you while you are working. I think more than anything is just allowing to trust the process.
Yeah.
Also understanding that nothing was built in one day. Rome was not built in one day. It's understanding seasons. It's understanding the process of what you're trying to do. But also one of the major things is there's a lot of aesthetics clinics. What makes you different? So it's the what makes you different type of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I mean, the last couple of months, it's been, let's just say January was a bit of a,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what people say.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then once you understand the process and understand how things work, then next year you know that I know around this time, it means I have saved up for this time of the year type of a thing. Or my break would be Jan because people are not having enough funds for treating or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's been basically my challenge. I think also just getting into the right headspace of saying, downgrading my lifestyle, so that this baby is fully equipped. It gets fed what it needs so that when it starts running, we don't have development issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned a very important thing that a lot of people in January often don't know what they're doing. You know, they're still trying to find their feet from a year that they had and now going into a new year. What's the importance of having a vision in order to actualize goals that you would like to have within the year?
I think this is where your transformational coach would come in, or life coach, or because then I find that I've also been, I would not say a victim, but a victim of this is you want to plan the new year in the new year. You've got to plan your new year the previous year.
Okay.
So that you are fully equipped as to knowing this is how my year is going to look like. This is how when Kathy calls me, I'm like, I'm actually available in March.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt. So a lot of us, even in December, in our spending, we are just going with, by the way, it's things that are not planned.
Yeah.
So having a plan for yourself and a vision of how your year would like to be, outside of the materialistic things, is to saying, how do I envision myself in the next 90 days, in the next, obviously realistically, because a lot of people be like, I want to lose weight, but there's no plan as to how do I lose weight? What do I need to lose weight? A lot of us say, I want to get into a better financial space. Have you seen a financial advisor? Have you gone and set and planned your finances and be realistic about it?
Yeah.
What have you sacrificed for you to have what you want? So it's those sitting down, having realistic conversations, and having a vision board, having proper, and going back and putting yourself accountable. As to saying, have you committed to this? Are you accountable to yourself for the things that you wanted to say? Because a lot of us have dreams, but nobody actually has a plan of action behind those dreams.
Yeah. And also, I think discipline also goes through that. I think we have a lot of discipline challenges. So I love the fact that you added accountability, because there should be people there that are able to hold you accountable. A friend of mine, we wanted to, when working in a space that we're working in then, we were like, we need to be each other's accountability partners. We'd say what we want to achieve and we'd be like, okay, are you achieving what you said you were going to achieve? You know, within the 2 months that you planned to achieve it, did you say that this is what you're going to do and is this what you're doing? So have you had accountability partners or friends or
I do. My cousin is my accountability partner. I have prayer. I have my
I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now. Welcome to the show. I ain't never
Are you a musician?
My eyes on the prize until I die. I'm gonna rise.
The Dream Stream Music Studio is now available on Sundays for only 295 rands per hour.
We work for a ball in line. We gon' give it our all.
It includes a 12-channel desk, a variety of mics and cables, electronic drum kit, and a laptop for recording. Terms and conditions apply and booking is essential. Contact studio at dreamstream.co.za for a site visit.
Transformational coach. I had a session with her this morning. I'm very serious about working on myself, and working on my healing journey. As I heal others, I'm also healing because I've also gone through things and I'm still going through things and learn how to navigate that. So my cousin and I have a catch-up session every Sunday afternoon as to saying, how's your week? What have you done? What do you need to do? What blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of us would be like, yo, one day I'm going to travel. But you've never gone and sat with a travel agent and said, this is how much you would need. This is how you would plan around it. So it makes you also not to waste time. Because it's like, oh, let's do lunch. Like, oh, okay. But it was not in plan. So that means that you are wasting time that you've never preoccupied. So it's not in plan. So why are you doing that? And taking account and committing. So a lot of us want other people to commit to us, but we actually have not made the commitment to ourselves.
Sure. I love that. I love that. So that's one thing I think is important for our viewers to also note, that you need to make sure that you take accountability and you take care of your well-being, you take care of yourself as an individual. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
In general?
In general.
Love.
Sure.
Love. Love is the most beautiful experience. And this is not romantic, but love in sistership, in what you do, in yourself. And once you get that, you realize that you can do anything and everything because you are operating from that, then you can live. So many of us are going around with this shame, rejections, because that it's taken a space of love. And once you love people, you see things just happen for you because you just came as that, as an element of love.
What would you do differently?
I would be more bold.
Okay.
I think I would doubt myself less. I would be very bold about anything and everything that I want and not be afraid.
I think there's someone watching out there that says, but how do you go about that? Often when we have dreams, there's a lot of fear that comes with it because we're like, we don't know how people are going to receive certain things that we want to do. How do we now remove that doubt that we have within ourselves?
Prayer. Spending time with yourself is the best gift you'll ever give to yourself. The more time you spend with yourself, you get to understand the design that God had for you as an individual, the plan that He has for you, and you don't get to hear loud noises of other people. So you might be having your own insecurities and you then project your views on me. But if I have time with myself and I am dedicated in knowing myself, I know that when I go back to that place, it's like, no, man, that's not me. And you are able to move in spaces and you know that I'm not wanted at this table. And it's okay. And you leave. Then the doubts, the fear, then you are able to say, oh, this is not my time. Okay, my time will come. Because you are spending time with yourself and you know that this is where I'm going. This is what I want. I may not know how, because most of us want to know the how, the what, the when, the in-betweeners. But once you know the mandate, because a lot of people don't know the mandate. They don't know who they are. You want what Kathy has, but you don't know the design of Kathy. So if you were to sit and find your own design, then you would be able to navigate. And for some, reason, God has a way of bringing this person and
Yeah.
this person and this person. And it just works out
Because you're now comfortable with yourself and who you are.
because you're now comfortable.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Now let's go back to Skin of Color Laboratory. Someone that is watching right now that says, okay, I want to open up my own beauty clinic in the long run, or someone that is working at it right now, how do they go about then actualizing that?
Research.
Mm-hmm.
I always say serve. Serve.
Yeah.
In serving, you understand so many other things. A lot of us want,
Yeah.
but nobody actually takes the time to sit and serve another person. So in serving you as somebody that has been doing this for a while, serving you as somebody that has been in this industry, and by that you learn so much more.
Yeah.
And in that, your character gets built, your connections, people that are going to help you. So every time that somebody speaks about you, they'll be like, oh, the kind one.
Yeah.
Oh, the hardworking
Yeah.
one. So what most people don't want to do is put in the hard work.
Are they scared of hard work or what? They want things to come at them quickly.
We've become a microwave generation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've become a microwave generation. And with that, we miss out on solidarity. So things come and they go. But if you want something that's going to last and sustain, is also going back to what? In being with self, in serving, love, kindness. Then things happen for you because you will know when it's the right time.
Yeah.
You will know that now is the time.
Yeah. Do you have any final words for our viewers?
They must just be pretty.
Just be pretty.
Just be pretty and love yourself. I think
Yeah.
there's nothing more than loving yourself.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us this morning. To our faithful viewers, we love you. Catch us again same time next week. If you do want to get in touch with Vitumelo, the details are at the bottom of our screen right now. Thank you so much for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me.